Happy Easter Monday. Abby McCarthy with you on Scruff of the Neck TV. We are here with two amazing acts who are going to perform live for you tonight. You're in for a treat. And joining me right now is the brilliant Lost Boy. Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm really good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm not too bad, thank you. It's good to be back. Doing things like this.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
I'm excited to see you guys play live. I've never got to see you and the band, so yeah, this is exciting.
Yeah, we're buzzing. I mean, I haven't seen these guys in like a year, so yeah, it's been too long.
Yeah.
It's good to be back.
Exciting for you guys too. How's the Easter weekend been? Has it been good?
It's been extremely busy. Yeah, we've been practicing and ironing out all the creases. I think we got all of them, so yeah.
Yeah,
Been
you
a busy one.
feeling good on stage? Okay. I rate that confidence. Like that a lot. As always, I will be taking questions from Twitch. So if you've got a question for Lost Boy, get involved in the chat right now and I will get to those throughout the show. So just one more week and then beers in the pub garden. Get in. It's going to be good, isn't it? Are you majorly missing the pub like me? Has that been the thing you've missed the most? Because it definitely is for me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a massive pubbie and I have really missed them.
Yeah.
It's just getting out and being able to drink outside with your mates. Yeah, it makes it slightly less depressing. I think.
Yeah. Is there a particular pub that you miss, like your local maybe?
We used to spend quite a lot of time at the Halley every time we were up. Yeah, there's a
yeah.
place called Notty House do really good pies as well, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, nice.
There's too many in Sheffield, to be honest. Sport for choice.
Oh, have you got loads up there?
Yeah, it's loads. Pub central, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, that is good. I just miss spoons, you know.
Yeah, there's something about spoons, isn't there?
the charm of spoons, you know. From your socials, you've got a great collection of jackets. So that first night out, you know, what you wearing?
It'd probably have to be
know.
the leopard print jacket, I reckon, for the
That's
first
the
night
one,
out.
isn't it? That statement jacket.
I'm gonna have to let that go at some point, I think. I'm wearing it out. It's got holes now. No, I'd be the beige leopard print. The red leopard print doesn't fit me after my lockdown weight gain, so
it's gonna be like wearing it really open.
Yeah. Well, the problem is that it doesn't open, so I'll just be bulging at the seams. Yeah, it might open once I've tried squeezing into it. That's true.
Obviously came here from Sheffield, the Still City. Boy, oi, 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 oi. How do you and the band find living there? Is it quite a fun city?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not actually up there that much of the time. These guys, they love it, and they've been, asking me to go up there and join you for a long time, haven't you? Yeah, I mean, for the time being, I'm trying to keep myself a bit separate from it. But yeah, I mean, we love it there, don't we? And every time I come up, I just wish that I did live there with you guys. So it's probably just a matter of time. I actually move up, just probably at 2 doors down from Jack, I expect, so I can.
You said it live.
Yeah, it's happening now. Yeah, exactly. There
you go. It's out there. Yeah, I always feel like Sheffield's such a great city, good music scene as well. So it's a nice place to be a part of, isn't it? Now your music's got that awesome like classic indie belters vibe for me, which I love. So what bands have influenced you? Would you say?
Yeah, I mean, my influence is like it's a whole host of things. Like when we were making music when we were much younger. There were bands like we love bands like Muse and sort of these bands that were kind of pushing what they were doing. Whereas I think I've got a lot more into like the Strokes. I love Interpol, Editors. But my parents brought me up on like a staple diet of like old rock and roll. A band called the Stray Cats. My dad used to love that. And my mum's a massive Beautiful South fan. So there's just been like loads of different music throughout my life really, which has made my palette quite varied, which is made my writing easy, which is good.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, the Killers. We love the Killers.
I mean, who doesn't? Yeah. What a band. Angie's got a very good and very relevant question. Are you still Lost Boy if you use Google Maps?
That is extremely witty. To be fair, the problem is that I'm such a scatterbrain. I am lost half the time. So to be honest, no. I definitely would still be lost even if I had Google Maps, Angie. So thank you for that one.
Where did the name come from? Is that just because you have a bit of a lack of direction?
I'm a bit of an idiot. Yeah. Well, no, I mean, it was a few things. We went through loads of names, and the guys will agree that quite a few of them are absolute trash.
Yeah.
I mean, my mum loves the film The Lost Boys.
Right.
And I think we wanted to settle on a name that, because a lot of our songs are about being young and like feeling like sometimes you don't have a place. And I think that name kind of really encapsulated that for us. So yeah, it tickled the pickle, didn't it? We were happy with it.
Yeah, I always think it must be so hard coming up with a band name because you write a load of things down and you're just like, that's too partridge. That's just awful. You know.
First names that didn't get vetoed by someone, really.
Yeah. So it was like, I think this is it. Yeah.
It was Lost Boy or Good Lad. So yeah, there you go.
Thank God you made the right call. And your debut EP is nearly upon us.
Yeah, actually mad as well. I didn't actually ever think that we'd get to a point where we were putting one out. So it's just, crazy. So excited. It's felt like a long, long time coming.
Yeah.
And like, we're just in love with it. So hopefully everyone else will like it as well.
Yeah. Is the world ready?
I don't know. Probably. Yeah. I'd like to think so. We've been talking about it for long enough. I'd like to think they probably prepared themselves.
Because we've heard a few tunes from it now, but tell us a little bit more about the record. I was thinking maybe it's kind of based around the emotions of lockdown, because that's sort of what I get from like Fix and Bad News as well.
Yeah, so I mean, it very much kind of, it wasn't that to start with, because
Right.
the idea was there, and like, I'd been writing for the EP before lockdown happened. And then I think when obviously everything then came along and everything happened, it kind of changed what I wanted it to be about and what we all wanted to kind of put across in the songs. So, tracks came off of it, and you got songs like Bad News, which was born of lockdown. That was just me frustrated in my room in lockdown. And yeah, I mean, Fix, which is coming out, next Friday?
Oh,
Yeah,
wait,
Fix-
so I've heard a sneak preview of that, though. Oh,
Possibly. I don't know who showed you it. Someone needs a smack on the hand.
it's leaked.
But yeah, yes, it's coming out next Friday, and that's all about kind of like having not anyone else to kind of turn to or look at other than yourself, and how that can, for quite a lot of people, probably bred quite a self-analytical, negative mindset in lockdown. So that's Fix. But yeah, I mean the EP in general is quite a lot of those themes do run through it, which I think it would have been wrong to do it any other way, to be honest.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
How did you find it though, writing and recording during lockdown? Was that quite challenging at points?
Yeah, I mean, it was quite like a sudden decision. Like I said, I came up here to meet with Joe Cross, who he plays bass for the Cortinas, and he was like, we just sat down and actually at that time in a bar, and we were having a chat, and he said, well, if we're going to do it, why don't we just do it now, whilst we
Amazing.
can. We kind of bit the bullet and just went for it, and glad that we did, because I think about a week and a half after, maybe 2 weeks, they shut everything down again.
Oh, wow.
So we were extremely lucky. But I mean, it comes across in the recordings of it. I think the songs have a bit more urgency to them than
Yeah.
other stuff that we've done. And that probably has come about because we were doing it with that sort of head on, I think. But yeah, I mean, we're all really pleased with how it came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's promising.
And when do we get to hear it? When is it actually out?
I'm not actually sure I can say.
You keep
can
just
I?
being like, it's nearly out and teasing us. Give us a
It's-
date.
it's nearly
Tell us
out.
everything.
Well, I can say that Fix is the last track to come off of it before it comes out.
Okay.
There is another song on there called Selfish, which actually we will play for the first time tonight.
Get him.
And then yeah, we've tried to get that song right a few times, and it's just never actually quite got there for us. But Joe absolutely nailed it. And then it's going to come out sometime in April.
Okay.
Towards the end of April, maybe early May. But we'll see how it goes, I think.
Okay.
yeah.
We're nearly there.
Yeah.
I saw your tweet that you're getting played on Made in Chelsea next week. I mean,
That's
that means
tonight
Oh,
on the Made in
oh,
Chelsea.
tonight.
Yeah. We were all very gutted that we didn't have to watch Made in Chelsea and that we
Yeah.
had to be here instead.
I mean,
yeah. You'll be hopping between the two. But yeah, no, absolutely mental.
wow.
Like,
So it's going to be you getting played over some sort of
yeah,
posh argument.
Jamie Lang will be spilling some tea about someone that he doesn't like, I expect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So you're officially posh now.
Oh, wow, yeah. Yeah, you could take the boy out of the south, but can't take the south out of the boy. Is that what it's
What's the poshest thing you think you do as a band? Is there any like fancy food that you like? Or anything you're a little bit snobby about?
I mean, I like sushi, apart from now I've watched that Seaspiracy documentary. I know I can't do
Oh,
anything.
yes.
Although I did have squid for lunch before this.
so you
so-
forgot quite
I
quickly.
forgot quite quickly. It's just the idea that getting, reason you buy sushi is because the salmon's so nice and pink, and actually it's just grey that's been dyed. It's horrible.
Yeah.
It's grim.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, posh food that we eat together. We went as far as bandos. We used to get bandos once a month. The band account. Yeah. Yeah, so we used to get Nando's, and the band account would pay for it when it could.
Oh, got you. I was like, is this a spin-off of Nando's?
Yeah. So we had bandos.
Yeah.
I think that's about as posh as we got, isn't it? Really. Otherwise, it was Domino's, KFC. Ethan used to work in KFC, so.
you could. I mean, you could spill some tea. I reckon.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe not now.
I mean, Ethan, wasn't there a certain altercation with KFC at his services after you supposedly they weren't working there anymore, but still applying for the staff discount? Yeah.
Oh no! So you've lost that.
Escorted out of KFC. Yeah.
Barred from KFC.
Yeah.
Now you guys have literally been showered with love by BBC Introducing.
Yeah.
It always feels special, like hearing your music on the radio. I think, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, Introducing in Sheffield have just been absolute legends throughout the whole process with us. Really, they picked it up from the very first song that we put out. After before even our first release. They'd popped us on the stage at Why Not, and we played Tramlines with them as well.
Oh, amazing! Before you had music out as well.
Yeah,
That's really special.
It was nuts. And then obviously I think was it about a month ago now. It got picked up by Radio 1, and Gemma said such fantastic things.
That's been a goal from.
Yeah, it was just it's one of those like pinch me moments when that happens. So yeah, no, honestly, I can't thank people like that enough. There's a long list. That at some point, hopefully, I'll get to.
Yeah,
But,
you'll get to thank them in like your album sleeve notes or something, won't you? That'd be
Yeah,
exciting.
something like that.
Yeah.
I'll have a big picture of Christian Carlisle in his kilt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And whatever colour his hairdo is at that given point. Why
Yeah.
not? So loads of radio plays, obviously added to some huge playlists as well. Already achieved so much for a new band. What are your future goals? Like, are you guys super ambitious?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see myself doing anything else.
Yeah.
It's been a day one thing for me, really. Even for, before we were even in the band, I was like, as a young kid, I just idolised live performances. I had like various live performance DVDs and stuff at home that my dad had, and just watched those back to back. I just loved like the fact that you could give something so amazing experience-wise to a group of people. So yeah, I mean, we're pretty ambitious. I mean, to be honest, at the moment, it's got to the point where it's just we're getting, different things every week. Really, we're just kind of taking every day as it goes, really, and just enjoying it. I think that's half of the thing that I love about it is that despite sort of all these changes and people showing a bit more interest and stuff like that, it still just feels as it did when we were doing it in a bedroom together and just having a laugh as a young lads. So yeah, we're good, aren't we? Yeah.
Oh yes, world domination. It's
Bad
on.
Smell. We're gonna be hanging around for a while, I think.
And obviously this is the first gig for you of this year and probably in a while. So just how hyped are you?
Yeah, this is our first gig since March 2020 when we played our first sold out show and then got shut down.
What? Please explain.
Not in the show.
As in, the show didn't get shut down. Sorry, but as in Bojos shutting everyone down.
Oh right.
But yeah, I mean, we're so excited to play tonight. Practice just felt incredible over the last few days because we haven't done it in ages. It was just so good to be back and making noise together. So yeah, I mean, we're really excited for it. We've got some headline shows. Tickets have gone on sale for those now in September. So fingers crossed they'll go ahead. It's the second time they've been rescheduled, I think. So yeah, this is like a prelude, really. And we're looking forward to getting back out there again later in the year.
So what's been your favourite show to date then, do you think? Maybe that sold out headline?
We've all got various opinions. We were actually talking about this the other day, weren't we? But I personally think that when we headlined the Louisiana, it was the first show of what would have been 3. And the fact that it sold out and there were people there that I had no idea who they were. And that sounds odd saying that, but for a band of our size and a venue of that size, you kind of expect to see, the familiar faces in their friends' family. But actually the vast majority of people, it was people that I had no idea who they were.
Oh, that's nice.
Doing shows in Bristol where all of us would try as hard as we could, we might get 20 people there.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of roping in mates and stuff. Yeah.
And it was just, the response was just crazy. Like, people just like singing back the words. It's like something as simple as that.
Yeah,
Just
that's the
completely
dream,
blew our
though.
minds. Yeah, and like go down after, and everyone wanted to come and say hey, and everyone was so nice. So yeah, that was incredible for me. That was a game changer.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
And
Good stuff.
hopefully a busy festival season. Maybe.
Fingers crossed.
Now
fingers
that things
crossed.
are back up and running, you'd
that
like
would
to
be
think
that
so.
would be ideal. Yeah, that would be really good.
Are you ready for some questions from the chat?
Let's have it. Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Art2997 says, who's the most stylish band member? That's a good question.
Well, rumor has it it's Jack Berry. It's just a fact. As if I beg to
give
differ.
us a twirl. Oh, no,
He's
you
all
can't.
wired up.
Oh, well, God, yeah. Let's not cause a casualty.
Yeah, so I mean, they're all very stylish. Ethan, you're looking particularly nice today.
Thanks, mate.
No worries, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
The cap's great. You guys will see it in a bit when it's doing this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He insists on wearing the cap despite the fact that I love his hair.
Locks get in my eyes.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. It's got to be done.
Have you guys started like designing your own merch and stuff?
Yeah. Yes, we did. We did some. We kind of we hand drew it as well, didn't we?
Did you? Wow.
Yeah. It's about we're friends with. Do you know Bedroom Boredom?
The
band
name
called
rings a bell,
Bedroom
yeah.
Boredom. Yeah. So they're quite good mates of ours, and they printed the T-shirts for us. They
Amazing.
do them like at home themselves. But yeah, we drew the designs out. So we were selling them at our last headline show, weren't we? A year ago.
Hey.
But yeah, people seem to like them, so I'm sure there'll be much more merch coming out. I want to
Yeah.
do hoodies and things like that. But
Yeah, it must be
See how it
fun
goes.
designing them. I always think that.
yeah, try my hand at a bit of fashion design. Why not?
You know, Orange Hippo 55. I mean, what a tag. Whose haircut has suffered the most over lockdown?
Henry Robinson. Yeah, Henry
So
needs a
soon.
trim.
You're nearly there. You're nearly there, pal.
I've threatened him with the razor a couple of times this weekend. He's managed to avoid me.
So you
but-
haven't attempted like the do-it-yourself lockdown do, yeah?
I don't know what this would look like if I had on the
I actually went. Well, I went to the barbers because I've been based down in Cardiff, and they're now open. So I actually managed to get a trim before I
Oh.
came up. So I'm the lucky one. But my girlfriend had been cutting it beforehand, and the barbers were like, "She's done a good job on that." So,
Really?
yeah. There
Look
you go.
at that.
Blessed. She's probably
Yeah.
watching. Cheers for that.
Yeah, because I definitely cut my partner's hair and it did not look so good. He was like, he thought it looked nice, and he turned around and looked at the back, and he was like, "What have you done?" I was like, "What? I tried my best. That's all I can do."
friend's cut mine a few times. And sometimes she'll do a snip and then she'll just start laughing. I'm like, what? I can't see the back. What's going on there?
Yeah, it's terrifying, isn't it? Isn't it crazy how worried we get about our hair?
Yeah.
Um,
Oh dear.
dear.
Oh dear. The other Sean Conway. Cutting my own hair. So is that worse than growing out and waiting for next week? Oh, that is a timely question after what we've just said.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of depends on what hair you've got going on, the other Sean Connery. I mean, if he's got like an afro, then you probably get away with it, I think. But if it's a mohawk, then he's coming back into just grow it out regardless, says
Yeah.
Henry. Okay. Yeah,
Grow it as long and wild as possible.
Giving a barber a challenge. I'm sure they'll appreciate it.
that's fair.
God.
Or just zip it all off. Yeah.
Yeah.
But don't quote me on that. I don't want you to hate us for suggesting that.
There's going to be so many barbers next week where they're just going to be like, "What have you done?" Yeah, barbers are probably dreading, and any hairdressers are
I
probably
feel like
dreading
loads of
going
people
back.
were bleaching their hair as well.
Yeah.
Like people got halfway through lockdown, everyone was like, I'm gonna bleach my hair.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, nuts.
Just boredom, isn't it? I
Mm.
definitely thought about dyeing my hair quite a few times just because bored. M. Bantam, what's the most memorable advice you've ever been given, musically or otherwise?
That is an extremely insightful question. Oh, I won't talk about that. We've had some runnings with other like with record labels, and sometimes haven't got on with them that well.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Yeah.
I think, to be honest, I think the biggest thing that I've ever taken, and it's not so much someone actually told me the advice, but I've just learned it from other bands, is just regardless of what you're doing, how big you are, just be lovely to everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it makes such a difference, especially when we were like doing support slots, turning up and the headline band just being really pleased to see you and really interested in what you're doing. That makes a massive difference. Just enjoy what you're doing as well. That's the only point. See, that's the reason we do it. It's just to be happy, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. M had another question. I think it was, but obviously you're getting played on Made in Chelsea. What other TV show would you like to feature on?
Well, our music once overlaid some people's feet on this morning, didn't it?
What?
Yeah.
Bit of clarification. Fashion segment, shoes.
Oh,
Yeah,
not
it's
just
shoe-
like a foot fetish
No, it was
segment. Yeah.
Well, I don't think it was. I mean, it wasn't labelled as that.
Supposed to be focusing on the shoes, not the feet.
Yeah,
Right,
they were
okay.
really nice high heels, to be fair. Or what other TV shows? I was gonna say Love Island then. Yeah.
I mean, that is a big one, isn't it?
It would be a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I could actually write a song specifically for Love Island as well.
Give it a shot.
If Love Island are watching Twitch right now.
I mean, I feel like Made in Chelsea itself is actually a bit of a goal, given that they sort of make a lot of bands quite well known.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a few shows like that they actually really support new music, don't they? Which is kind of
Definitely.
interesting. If you could be in any TV show, what would it be?
New Girl.
Oh, New Girl's a great
Yeah.
show.
I just think Jess is just brilliant.
Yeah,
She's fantastic. Yeah.
that would be cool. How about you
Yeah.
guys?
Were you?
Well,
Uh,
there, yeah. Give you that.
Heath, any favourites?
Give a shout out to Brooklyn Nine-Nine because then we can have a crossover episode with you.
The Brooklyn Nine-Nine, so you can have a crossover episode with me. Okay.
It's
That
on.
would be a strange day if that does ever come.
I feel like we've got to mention Friends as well. I feel like we've all seen it enough that we probably would actually.
Oh, yeah.
people quite well at this point.
And the Friends reunion show's happening, so
Oh, there you go then.
you might get the call after our chat now.
Shortly after this, I expect.
You know?
Yeah.
What do you guys think you would be doing if you weren't in the band making these killer tunes?
So we oddly all did something quite sensible before we got into a band and went
Yeah.
and we all have other jobs that we can go back to. So I'm actually a veterinary nurse.
Really?
Yeah.
That is very sensible.
Yeah, so we've got a veterinary nurse, we've got 2 IT technicians, and we've got a
I'm doing a master's degree at the moment. I was a lab tech for a while,
Okay.
and yeah, I'm studying again now.
so we're a Swiss Army knife in terms of what we actually do outside the band.
Wow.
Yeah. So if there's any like dogs or anything at festivals in trouble, then I can just pop
You've
off
got
stage
this.
and go and sort it out, pretty much. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
You could be one of those bands who just like throw shows where people can bring their pets. If they've got any issues, you're also on hand.
That would actually be brilliant. Little bowls
know?
of cat food just in rows, and they can all just sit there nicely.
Oh,
It
imagine
wouldn't
how
work
nice
like that,
that'd
though, would
be.
it?
Looking out, and it's like loads of people having a great time, and then just their dogs as well.
I would
That'd be
have
brilliant.
to an audience of dogs.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic. Oh, you've got an idea in my head now.
There you go.
That's a good
Oh,
idea.
I can't believe. So you've got very sensible jobs. Normally, it's just like, yeah, we did a bit of this, and then we got bored.
Yeah, I mean, we figured that we should probably get sensible jobs because what the other thing we were doing wasn't that sensible.
yeah,
So,
yeah. Got
so,
you.
so yeah.
I mean, running the band ain't cheap, you know.
No, it's not. Yeah, we're not made of money.
Oh, you know. Em's got another question. She's firing them off tonight. Have you ever had any weird gifts from fans?
I'm trying to think of any now.
I don't think so. Not weird, anyway. We've had a few things.
Get them
from
in.
Fans.
Send them in.
Yeah, but yeah, we're just gonna get loads of stuff in the post now. Fantastic. But I've never had anything really weird. Someone once posted me a box of crickets, and I thought that might be a fan.
Oh,
But it wasn't. It was actually my mate, so we were fine. But they
That is
they
weird.
ended up running rampage around my house. That
Oh,
was actually
no.
in lockdown as well. It
oh,
was
that's
horrible.
horrid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really bad.
So what's coming up for you guys in the next few months then? Hopefully the tour,
Yeah.
which is when?
September.
September.
Yeah.
Okay.
First show's end of August, and then we've got beginning of September. A couple more cities that we haven't announced yet. Pending. But
Okay.
Yeah, it, like I said, just, we're taking everything as it comes at the minute. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in terms of music, is there a lot more to come?
there is music coming out of my ears.
Oh,
I think.
this is it. That's what we
Yeah.
like to hear.
That was the one massive luxury of lockdown was having so much time
Yeah.
to write. Like really just spend time with the music and nothing else. So yeah, I mean, I know that as soon as the EP's out, I'm going to want to go straight back in.
Yeah.
And these guys know that as well. They'll probably put the reins on me a little bit.
Yeah.
Like they normally do.
From Sheffield and get involved.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, as soon as we can get back recording, we will be because there's loads of music.
Yeah.
We wrote a song on Saturday that we're now playing this evening. So
Really?
yeah,
Love
we
that.
don't actually know why we're doing that. It's kind of a bit
No,
stupid.
this is good.
But we thought why not?
Because
So,
if this was a gig, you would be like road testing tunes, and it's it's the same thing.
yeah, well, it was the option. Play something brand new that we wrote 2 days ago. We'll play something old. It was like, oh, we'll play something brand new, should we? Yeah.
And you'll have the chat right there to to give you the feedback that you need.
Yeah,
That's what
fantastic. Well, instant gratification, or we won't be ever touching it again. Yeah.
So how do you normally warm up for a show? I know off air we were talking about the various vocal warm-ups that you do. You about to do those in the break?
I didn't used to do that. I shan't be doing them in the break. Don't think I can squeeze them into 3 minutes. Jack had the luxury of 20 minutes of me lip roll arpeggioing on the way over in the car today. Normally we'll do a bit of vocal warm up. Jack normally has a crate of Carlsberg to quell his nerves.
At the very least.
No, I don't know. We don't normally have like a huddle or anything like that.
No.
I know some bands have a bit of a thing. We tend to hug each other a bit, don't we? Just because it's nice and we like each other.
Normally when we're coming off stage, is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then these guys will go on first, and I'll come on after because I need to feed my ego.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a diva. Yeah.
And do you normally like strut on?
Bit
of a swag.
Yeah, like moonwalk, that sort of thing. Keep it low key.
Is that what we're going to see tonight?
I don't think there's enough room, unfortunately.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I might moonwalk up the little COVID-safe strip that we've got going on here,
Well,
if you're lucky.
Well, you need to go and limber up for that. You know. Are
Fantastic.
people ready for the moonwalk? I don't know.
Well, I mean, I didn't stretch, so I'll probably get cramp, I expect.
Well, really good to chat to you, Max. Lost Boy taken to the Scruff of the Neck TV stage very, very soon.